What's good, y'all? I have a album review for Cardi B, Am I the Drama? Boy, oh boy, she went in. She went in. We're gonna get straight to it. The album is about an hour and 10 minutes long, about 23 songs. So let's get started. Cardi B came out really, really strong. And first song off the bat, is Dead, right? Uh, Dead with featuring Summer Walker. I wasn't familiar with Summer Walker game, but her voice is beautiful. That girl can really sing. And so she started talking her mess, very, very personal, very, very deep. And the one thing I wanted going into this album, I was like, please let her speak on her personal issues and troubles and all that's been happening in her current life with her estranged husband and Offset. I wanted to hear it all, right? Because I love when a artist get personal and speak their truth through their art. I absolutely love that. And she did not disappoint. And that's why I really, really, really like this album so much. So let's get to it. Again, with the track Dead. She started strong and talking her shit about her personal situation. And it kind of reminds me, this album kind of reminds me like the GNX album with Kendrick Lamar. First off the bat, with Whack Out Mules, he came out, start naming everybody like Lil Wayne. Oh, I'm sorry that, my hard work let Lil Wayne down. Then name Nas. Nas the only one to congratulate him. Name Snoop Dogg about the Telemade freestyle, how I guess he posted it or whatnot. Right? He came out strong. He set the tone like, hey, I'm not playing with y'all. And plus he gave throughout the whole album, he gave like different variations of songs like rapidy rap, fun songs, and personal songs, introspective songs, and R&B. And that's exactly what I got with Cardi B. And I was like, yes, yes, yes. So she took a jab. I personally believe she took a jab at Nicki Minaj when she had mentioned something about, oh, they still mad about that Grammy. I was like, oh, they've been going back and forth for so many years. So I truly believe that's a shot at Nicki Minaj. But hey, I could be wrong. But she set the tone. I'm like, okay, Cardi, this is gonna be one of those albums. So I'm excited. I'm excited, right? And followed by Hello. Oh my God, I love that little song. There's not much to it, but I love that little song. And she's like, hello, yeah, it's me. Hello, yeah, it's me. Sorry, y'all, I can't sing. But I love that little song. In the shower, shoo, you can't tell me nothing. I swear I'll be the best dancer and the best singer. You can't tell me nothing. But I'm gonna skip around a bit. I'm not gonna go through every track. So we're gonna start with the ones I really, really love and what stood out to me. And that the reason why I loved it. And so like I said, I was hoping she put some of her personal stuff that she went through, just tell her story and she did just that, right? With tracks like Safe with Kalani, I'm not too big on Kalani, but that record, love it. Love that record. She gets so personal again with her estranged husband, Offset, ex-husband, whatever you want to call him. And she went there and Kalani voice was beautiful as well on that. And Shower Tears, which I love, by the way. Summer Walker again, one of my fave. I love that song. It personally touched me. She's going deep, she's going personal, and that's one of my personal faves. And other tracks that she's really pouring her heart, Men of Your Word, most personal to me, I think. And what's going on with Lizzo? Oh, Lizzo did her thing on that as well. Lizzo did her thing on that. So those tracks like those are very, very personal, which are my most favorite tracks, because she went in on those tracks. But you have fun tracks, like Hello, like I said, one of my favorites, Bodega, Baddie. I love that little Latin flair, it gets you dancing. So, and that's who Cardi is, and I love that about her. Pick it up with Selena Gomez. Oh my God, y'all. That was the most anticipated song for me because I love both women. And when the song started, I was so excited. I was so excited. And I got too excited. I was like, okay, that song didn't hit like I thought it would hit. They're like, no, 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 no. I'm just too excited. Let me calm down. Let me calm down. Let me play it again, right? I play it again. I like, yup. That's it. That's it. And at first, I couldn't really tell. At one point, what Cardi was matching Selena tone, and she did her little one big thing. I'm like, wait a minute, is that Cardi B? Is that Selena Gomez? But when I re-listened again, I was like, okay, I can tell them apart now. But at one point, my first two listen, I was like, okay. One point, I couldn't tell them apart, but I was able to tell them apart, which I really, really like that song. I'm like, okay, they did they thing. She sound like the old Selena, revival Selena, you know, and I like that. And what else? What else, y'all? Like I said, I really like this album. She did her big one on that. And another fun song she had, Outside. I like Outside. But she already put that out as one of her singles. And I like that. And also I like the song On My Back. I like that as well. And I was looking forward to the Janet Jackson track, just to kind of hear how she sound with Cardi B. But however, it was only a sample, so Janet had no verse. And I was kind of bummed out. I was like, oh, I wanted to hear Janet. I didn't hear her in so long. So it was only a sample. And but I also was looking forward to the Tyler track. I was looking I was looking forward to hear how she sound on that track. I wanted her to bring that Afro beat into it because I thought that would match the Bodega song, with the Latin flair song. But however, she's not really Afrobeat. She's Emma Piano. But um, however, I was looking for that Water. She got that one song called Water. I was looking for that sound, but she's giving me more like R&B and popish sound. I'm like, no, 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 no. I don't know why they trying to change her voice. I hate that. I don't know why they trying to change her sound. I don't know. She didn't sound right to me. I wanted that Afro beat, flair type of beat. You know what I mean? And that's her. That's what I want. I'm not gonna say that's her lane, but that's what I wanted from her because Afrobeat, I'm getting really, really big in Afrobeat right now, especially with Rema. Like I said, he had a little he had a feature with or a collab with Selena Gomez, Calm Down remix. I love that song. And that opened the doors for me to learn about Aya Star. And I like Aya Star. She has a song called Good Samaritan. Love that song. Rush. Love that song. I think she got a new song out called Body or Hot Body something. Love that song too. And that got me into looking at Burna Boy. Burna Boy got a old song called Vanilla. Love that song. I just went down the rabbit hole, y'all. So, but yeah, she sounds a little bit different. Anyhow, moving along, but this album has everything. Like I said, it has R&B, personal, introspective, fun, rapidy rap, whatever you want. It has it. Please go ahead and check this album out. And the album is a bit long though for me. It's an hour and 10 minutes long. It's 23 tracks. Actually, 21 new tracks because she added Up and WAP, which are older songs. But I like my album to be around 45 minutes to 45 minutes to 50 minutes ish. Anything less than an hour is my ideal listen to an album, and around 12 to 14 songs is my ideal album. But y'all, it's been 7 years for Cardi B. So I understand why that album was a little bit longer or needed to be a little bit longer because people been waiting. People been waiting for 7 years, girl. I've been waiting. So, her whole fan base, Barty Gang, they've been waiting. So I get it. I get it. And but personally, that's what I like. I can close my eyes and push it to like 14 to 16 songs, but anything over 20 songs, it's a little bit much. I feel like there's a couple of songs she didn't really need, like Check Please, not really my thing, Trophies. I like all these songs. Don't get me wrong. I like every song, but the ones that really stuck to me, the ones that didn't really stuck is the one I didn't really care for. You know what I mean? Like Killing You Hoes, not my thing. Pretty and Petty. Pretty and Petty is really funny because she's going at this girl named Bia. I had no idea who Bia was because I came across a couple months ago, or maybe last year? They were going back and forth, or Bia was calling out Cardi, and I'm like, why is Cardi wasting her time with people like Bia? I had no idea who she was. She's like, you know what I mean? She's like nothing. Like, that's the only thing I get. Like, I get annoyed. I'm like, why? Why waste your time, Cardi? You didn't really need the song. The song was good, but then again, you didn't really need the song. Don't give her no. Don't waste time on people like her. You know what I mean? So tracks like that, I didn't really care for. Imaginary Players, and Everything, you know, those tracks I didn't really care for. You know what I mean? She could have cut that down. If anything, she could have probably went to like had the album between 16 and 18 songs, and the additional songs she probably could have did like a deluxe. And I think that probably would be ideal. But then again, like I said, it's been 7 years. People have been waiting. So who cares, right? And and what else? What else? What else? She did her thing. I really, really like that this album for her. And she finally can put everything behind her. And she's pregnant right now. She's working extremely hard. She's consistently online promoting this album even after it's dropped. So please be sure to go ahead and support Cardi B. Listen to the album. Comment down below if y'all have listened to the album. If so, what tracks you like and what tracks you didn't like. You know what I mean? If you thought the album was too long or too short. So let me know. Let me comment down below and let me know. Oh, also, what do I rate the album? Because I sat on the album for a couple of days because I'm like, I want to be sure I like these songs. I want to be sure these songs, I'm feeling these songs. So I sat on it for a couple of days, for the weekend actually. And I'm like, I love this. I love this. And so I would give the album a 7. I'll give the album anywhere between a 7 or 7.5. And the only reason I'm giving a 7.5 is only because of the songs that I mentioned. It was a little bit too long to my liking, and some couple of tracks she could have put those on the deluxe, and that's about it. But everything else, she did everything right. So I loved it. All right, so that's gonna be my review. Until next time, y'all. See y'all.